Picture this. You're dating a woman. Everything seems great. The chemistry is real. The connection is strong. The vibe feels easy. Then, out of nowhere, she asks you for money. Not as a joke, not casually. It's a request. Maybe for help with rent, a car repair, or something vague like just a little support. Now you're at a crossroads. Do you say yes to avoid conflict, to prove you care, to keep the peace? Or do you say no and risk her pulling away? Most men say yes, not because they want to, but because deep down they believe saying no means losing her. And that's the trap. Because when you give money under pressure, when you say yes out of fear, you're not building connection, you're buying time. And what you end up purchasing is often not love, but quiet resentment. Here's the truth no one tells you. The moment you give in under pressure, you stop being a man in her eyes. You become a provider without boundaries, a sponsor. And sponsors don't get loved, they get used. But here's the good news. Saying no, when done with strength and clarity, doesn't push the right woman away. It pulls her closer. Because to a woman with depth, boundaries are not rejection. They are reassurance. They signal integrity, direction, and leadership. So let's break this down. Here are 5 principles that will help you say no to money requests without losing respect. Hers or your own. 1. Stop leading with your wallet. A lot of men think they're being impressive when they showcase success early. The car, the job title, the salary, the lifestyle. What they're really doing is sending a signal. This is a man who wants to be valued for what he has, not who he is. And the wrong woman will pick up on that immediately. She'll see opportunity, not intimacy. You're not being generous. You're positioning yourself as a resource. Here's the mindset shift. A woman should earn access to your world, not because you're trying to be difficult, but because you know your value. If she asks for money before she's invested in your character, it's a test. And if you pass by giving in too early, you've told her exactly what role you're willing to play. So don't sell the lifestyle. Let her experience it, gradually, after she's proven she's here for the man, not the benefits. 2. Learn to distinguish needs from wants. Not all money requests are manipulative. Sometimes it's real. A broken down car, a medical bill, a family crisis. Other times, it's disguised luxury, a shopping trip, a spa day, or just a little help for something she could handle herself. If you treat every request like an emergency, you'll end up in one of 2 roles. Either you're the cold guy who never helps, or you're the endlessly giving man who quietly builds resentment. Neither role works. The solution is clarity. If it's a genuine crisis and you choose to help, do it with boundaries. Make it clear you're offering support, not writing a blank check. Say something like, "I've got you this time, but let's talk about how you're going to handle situations like this in the future." That's empathy with structure. But if it's about convenience or indulgence, push back. Ask questions. Invite her to come up with her own solution. Say calmly and with belief in her, "I know you've got this." People value what they earn, and a woman worth building with won't be offended by the challenge. She'll respect you for expecting more from her. 3. Use the 24-hour rule. Manipulation often thrives on urgency. You'll hear phrases like, "I need it today." It's really important. "If you can't help, I don't know what I'll do." This is emotional pressure, and pressure is how people bypass your logic. Here's the move. Whenever a money request comes in, pause. Say calmly and clearly, "Let me think about it. I'll give you an answer tomorrow." That pause gives you space. You remove emotion from the equation and allow logic to take the lead. And more importantly, it sends a message. I don't make emotional decisions under pressure. If she respects you, she'll understand. If she reacts with anger, guilt-tripping, or threats, she's not looking for partnership. She's looking for control. And control is not love. Control is exploitation dressed as intimacy. 4. Offer presents instead of payment. Sometimes the money isn't the real issue. What she wants is to feel supported, valued, seen. Most men default to giving money because it's easier than showing up emotionally. She wants a night out. Cook dinner together. She wants a break. Plan a simple, thoughtful afternoon. She needs to feel important. Give her time, attention, and presence. Money is easy to give. Presence takes effort. But presence is where respect and connection are built. And it's important to say this. Presence doesn't mean avoidance. If she's in a real crisis and you show up with a poem instead of practical help, you're not being emotionally intelligent. You're being oblivious. You have to distinguish. Is this about support or survival? Support requires empathy. Survival may require action. Both require boundaries. 5. Be willing to draw the line. At some point, the conversation needs to get real. If the requests keep coming, if no matter what you say, the pressure stays, it's time to step back and ask the hard question. Is she looking for a partner, or is she looking for a provider? If it's the second, stop negotiating. Say it plainly. I'm not comfortable funding this. I care about you, but I'm not here to play that role. The right woman won't be offended. She'll understand and adjust. The wrong one will blow up or disappear. And that's a blessing. Because the longer you ignore that dynamic, the harder it is to leave later. If someone can't respect your no, they don't deserve your yes. The bottom line. There's nothing wrong with generosity. But generosity without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. A woman can stay with you for your resources, but she'll only admire you if she respects your standards. And once respect is gone, attraction follows. So the rule is simple. If money is the glue holding the relationship together, there is no relationship, only a transaction. You are not a wallet. You are not a sponsor. You are a man with direction, with values, with the strength to say no, and the confidence to know that the right woman won't just accept those boundaries. She'll be drawn to them. Because boundaries don't push people away. They filter out the ones who were never really with you to begin with.